Okay, first of all, how did I let this happen? I don't know how I did not notice that I completely forgot to finish the back half of this build, but we're gonna fix it right now because I noticed it while I was off camera the other day and it was bugging the crap out of me, and I cannot believe that I just completely did not even realize that I never filled it in. Literally not even doing anything fancy, just gonna use a mixture of these two blocks and fill it in so it's at least done. Much better. Okay, now we're in business. And hello and welcome to another episode, everybody. Today we are going to be working on the Ender ruins. But first, before we get started, let's put our pumpkin on so we don't accidentally trigger some of these Endermen. Oops. And okay, another thing before I start deciding what we want to do as far as working out here, I want to give a quick disclaimer that I am recording this episode, and the way I kind of do my episodes is I'm recording this before the previous episode has actually released. So, I believe it was episode 9 or episode 8. No, episode 9. Episode 9 is the episode before this one. It is not released yet, but I'm already starting to record this one. So any comments in relation to that episode, if there was anything noteworthy that I would be responding to, it's either going to happen later on in this episode, as I'll probably record this episode throughout the course of today and tomorrow. So either gonna happen throughout, like I said, throughout what am I saying? Later in this episode or the beginning of the next episode. So yes. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started on figuring out what we are going to do here. So let me do some thinking, figure out what we want to do, and I will be right back. Okay, so I figured out our goal for today. What I want to accomplish by the end of this episode is fill in this whole area with endstone, flatten it out, so that way we have our first tier done and ready to start building on. And I want to make a entrance gate that looks ready to go. With that being said, I haven't textured any of this wall yet, so if I have any extra time, I might start working on that as well. Although that might be the kind of thing that I slowly chip away at as we work on other pieces of this project. But yeah, so let me see how much endstone we have, see how much I can't fill in on the top here, and then yeah, we will start working on this gateway. And earlier, when I was giving my little disclaimer about not responding right away to comments regarding the previous episode, I guess what I was specifically referring to is in the last episode, I had a whole little discussion about the Emporium, my big project that I'm working on, the big giant building on top of the mountain, and basically getting on advice on what to do in regards to that. But it is, I guess, a coin flip just by nature of the small size of my channel. It's kind of a coin flip if anyone's going to respond to that anyways. So who knows? I might not even need to respond to any comments anyways, but maybe I will. But yeah, it'll happen later in the episode or at the next episode if I do. The good thing about making this platform out of endstone is that when I run out, I can just mine it from underneath. Also, as you can tell, I accidentally... This is a bug by the way, in Bedrock Edition. Sometimes when you place a slab from the top, it'll place a second one underneath. So that's what those are from, and it's not going to matter because you won't be able to see it from the top anyways, so I couldn't be bothered to fix it, so those are just going to stay there. And on the topic of bugs, here's another bug in Bedrock Edition in case you didn't know. So check out the mining speed of if I start mining this end stone from up close here. You can kind of see I can't even walk forward at full speed because I mine it too slow. But if you, and this goes for any block, and this is a good bug, I guess, so hopefully they don't patch it, but if I mine from a very far distance, from max distance, look, I can just walk forward full speed, or yeah, full speed without stopping, and I'll never catch up to it. I can just keep going. So for whatever reason, when you mine at max distance, your mining speed goes up drastically. No idea why. This has been in the game for a long time, but it definitely helps when you're mining out big areas like this. Okay, we're halfway done filling in this circle, and wow, this is taking longer than I realized. I mean, it looks big, but it feels bigger than it looks when I am placing all of these. But that was the easy half. Reason being, for this side, I've got to figure out what I want to do in this area and maybe right here. And that is because I want the archway, the entrance to this kingdom, ruins, castle, whatever it's going to be right here. And then once you go inside, then you go up some stairs or something. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of, I don't know, trickery or something. Stairs that go up, curve around the sides of these. Something special is going to have to happen to get us from here up to that level. And then I don't necessarily need to do something special here, but because I've already built down past that layer, it just makes me wonder if I should do something special or if I should just go flush, same with that level, and basically cut off this bottom half. So I'll think about it as I go. I mean, I've got some time to think while I make my way here, but yeah, so those are what we're doing now. Okay, we are back. I finally finished the rest of filling this in. It's the next day now, but yeah, that took a while and more endstone than I thought it would. Did I not finish this part? Oh my gosh. Okay, I take it back. I have a little bit more. But I'll show you over there in just a second. There's a weird design choice, I guess, that I made, and I might change it later. First of all, these stairs are kind of weird, diagonal, whatever. Okay, so this is what I have going on. You will have the gateway, and this is not going to stay as endstone with my current idea. But my current idea, I don't know if I'll change this to blackstone as well or what it will be, but I want to have some sort of like elaborate, not like a mural, but something kind of like a mural or like just a design in the wall, maybe like with a gem or something in the middle or something that looks cool in the wall right here. And then, yeah, you can go up either side and there's the stairs up to here. Now, what I could have done, and if I were to do this again right now, maybe I would have done this, just make a staircase that goes straight up the middle. But for some reason, I had this idea in my head to go around the side, but I wasn't considering the fact that it completely blocks your view from the gateway. So that's why I want to make something at least to look at right on this wall. And if I hate it, then next episode or whenever we work on this, I will change the staircase. But I don't think it'll be too bad, especially because every time we come here, we're going to be, coming from back here anyways. So we'll see the whole grand view from a distance, and then as we get close up, it'll be fine. So the next thing to do during this episode is this archway. So I've got some designs to play around with, and I'll get back and show you what I have been working on. Real quick, another side note. I don't remember if I said this already, but I did not originally want to have this blackstone and this on the same level. I was gonna drop down this end stone brick by a layer, by one level, but by the time I remembered that I wanted to do that, I was already like more than halfway done with this. So yeah, that's not happening. Worst case scenario, I mean, it's easy. I can just add another layer of blackstone around this. But I do want to eventually do. I don't have any blackstone on me except for this one piece. But what I want to do is something kind of like these little, whatchamacallit, little, I don't even know what you call these, little guard fence thingy posts, kind of around the outside. But I might do more of like scattered ones, kind of like how this end stone is here. I gotta make it kind of like how this end stone is around these little corners, just kind of like random, so it looks like old and weathered. Yeah, I might do that kind of around the outside wall, and of course I'll texture the wall, but one step at a time. So let me get started on this archway. I will be right back, and hopefully we come up with something cool. All right, here we are. Here is not the final product, but we're getting close. But check it out. I did a archway. I just added little hidden things poking out here of the different alternate colors in my color palette. And I think this will be the way to go in the future of how I want to use this dark prismarine within these builds. Just kind of as accents, poking through little places and stuff like that. There could definitely be some changes, especially with the top half of this, but as of now, I like it. It's not quite done yet. I still need to add a few things like candles and these dead roots. I want to add a couple. I also need to go back home really quick to grab a couple more of those frog lights because I want to add that same light accent somewhere on here. I don't know if I want to add it hanging off the bottom of all three of these top ones there or just on that middle one, but we'll figure it out. I at least want one, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm gonna head over to my base, grab a frog light, and then come right back here. So on my way back, I realized here in the End Island, one of the members of this world, Samwise, he has been fighting the Ender Dragon nonstop the last couple of days. And they're not all here, but as you can tell, there's a whole lot more of these portals popping up. So I think he's on a mission to get all of them appeared, you know, because every time you fight the Ender Dragon, a new one of these portals appears. Up to, I don't even know how many are in the circle, 20 something. So that's exciting. Maybe I'll join him for one of these fights sometime so we can fight the Ender Dragon again, just because it's been so long. I am unfortunately running out of time for this episode, so we'll do a little talking and walking, or I guess talking and sliding. But yeah, I have a without getting too personal into my life, I'm very busy, so the episode length unfortunately is kind of inconsistent. Especially I work full time. So half of the week when I'm working is which is right now, makes it hard to actually make videos or invest that much time into them. We'll just take a stack of green ones. So I don't know if this will directly correlate with the pattern of my videos, but there definitely will be shorter videos and longer videos. Definitely though, I'm gonna try and stick to the every other day upload schedule. But yeah, some videos might have more or less content depending on how much time I have. And if I ever, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but if I ever am going to miss a day for an upload, which hopefully won't happen, hopefully I will be able to say it in the previous episode so you guys know what to expect, because that's my big goal with this channel, is to have consistency within the uploading. And yeah, with that being said, I do really am thankful for everyone that's watching and seeing the small progress that I have have so far on this YouTube channel. It makes me really excited to keep working on it and to stay motivated. So yeah, the more I upload, the more I have a desire to keep the uploading going and see how long I can ride this train of starting up a YouTube channel. So it's really fun. It's really exciting. I really appreciate everyone that is watching and commenting. I'm really bad at talking and doing stuff, but I want to try to place these down. But yeah, it really is something that is fun. So I'm happy that so far we're off to a good start with this world. Um, yeah, I'm gonna cut really quick. I cannot talk and place these, but I'm gonna place down a few little details, candles and stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, here is the final product for now. I'm sure we'll add changes and tweaks later as we work on the rest of this area. But I ended up doing 3 frog lights at the top. I didn't do any at the bottom, but I did make that little skulk hanging down thing 2 blocks instead of 1. What do we got? We got some dead bushes on the sides. I lit a few of these candles, but I just slapped candles everywhere. One of the builders on this world that I always talk about, Samwise, he has turned me on to using candles a lot in builds. So if there's ever some type of ruins or something like that, I love slapping candles on the ground because of him. And I think he was inspired by a different YouTuber. So we're just yeah, we're spreading around the candles. They look good in builds. So yeah, there we go. Let me get one last view at this, but I think it looks great. Okay, and one last thing before we go. We're back here at my base, but this little frog, he has grown up into the frog, so he needs a home, and he still needs a name. I said this last episode, and I'll still stick to it. Whoever leaves a comment of what we should name that frog first, I don't care what it is, I will name it that, as long as it's not, something inappropriate or something like that. It could get me in trouble on YouTube or whatever. But no, I will name it whatever someone picks. So now's your opportunity. I can't complain though. I mean, people commented a lot on the last episode, and uh, the episode I'm recording now actually won't go out for another 12 hours or so. So I could get a comment on that episode, but I haven't got one yet. So whatever the first comment is, that's what the frog will be. And actually, I need to add into this project book. We need to make a habitat or just a place for him to hang out. So let me add that in here real quick. So we got frog place. There we go. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Sounds like my baby just woke up, so I gotta go take care of a crying baby. But thank you. Have a good day, and I will see you in 2 days for another episode. Bye bye.